I'm Joel from Blind Channel. You are watching Chaoszine.
Hi all, you're watching Chaoszine and we are in John Smith Rock Frozen in Jyväskylä, Finland. Today our guest is Joel Hokka from Blind Channel. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Nice to be here.
You are quite familiar to, viewers of Chaoszine. You've been on our interviews a couple of times, but nice to have you one more time before your little break. How's the feeling? You're now doing your last tour before the break.
Well, it's exhausting and exciting at the same time because we know that these are the last shows and there's a lot of people coming, a lot of fans are waiting for the shows, and we sold out Tavastia twice in Helsinki, so that's a really nice thing to happen right now because Tavastia is the most legendary venue in Finland, so it means a lot to play there finally. But yeah, it's exciting as hell.
Yeah. Do you feel some kind of pressure, about doing the gigs now that they are last ones before the break or something?
No,
or is
more,
it just like routine kind of stuff?
It's more like emotional to think about, look back all the crazy years, past 4 years, what happened. A lot of reflection in our heads, what is going on and what has happened. Like watching the documentary, what is coming out in TV. And it all feels like now it's finally falling into the place and we kind of realized what the hell just happened. Like, for example, I told that we played in this massive TV festival here 2 years ago in Yle X Pop. There was 10,000 people jumping and it was in TV. So now it feels like back in that time, it felt like it just happened. It just went by and we were just in this tube sliding in and watching to the horizon and feeling that now everything is possible and the world is open. But now when I look back, I feel like, holy shit, that was a wild ride.
You have reflected everything on your social media a bit and you have written about that stuff. But if you look back a few years, what is the one thing, that moment that is the first one to come to your mind?
Probably last summer's Wacken Open Air. That was probably the biggest festival show for us outside Finland. We were headlining I think it was third or fourth stage. It was a bit too small stage for us because there was 15 to 20,000 people watching us and everyone couldn't fit in. There was so much people, and at the same time there was someone playing in the main stage and people just came all the time to our stage and they wanted to see us, and we felt like, holy shit, there's a lot of Finnish flags in the audience and they know the songs. And because in Finland I feel like we're not that how do I call it, like the metal audience thinks that we're a boy band like Tokyo Hotel or something like that, but in Germany and UK it's more like we're the new wave of new metal, like the hottest new wave of that, and we've really felt that on Wacken Open Air back in the last summer.
Wow. Do you recall how many people about?
Well, like I said, 15 to 20,000, something in between.
Nice.
Yeah.
After all, as I said, you've been reflecting everything. How have you been keeping your head together, through all this? Everything
I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't. Like I told you before the interview, that my personal life it's not in a really good condition right now because I'm basically homeless right now. I don't have a home. And I've been just living in my brother's place, in a hotel rooms, in my friends' places, and I just have this one luggage with me. All my stuff is there, and I feel like I need to build my personal life again from the scratch, and that's crazy. So yeah, to answer your question is that I haven't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do reflect everything constantly, or has it happened now?
Now, yeah, definitely. This fall, we made the decision to go on a break last summer, and then we kind of felt the freedom to just enjoy the shows, and we did the festivals in Finland and Germany, and this fall everything just crashed into this one tidal wave. It just came to me holy shit. All of this has happened, and now you need to build yourself, build your personal life, and take back your mental health, if there is any.
Yeah. Has that reflected to a band that, you know, your head is not quite together and stuff.
Yeah, but we are super open with the guys. Like, for example, today when we drove here, we were in a car for 3.5 hours. So we were just talking and reflection, everything. And we been hanging out together and we are in a good mood with the band. And the guys, of course, they hope that I get my shit together. And because I'm not suffering, but I just feel like there's a lot of work to do in my head because I've been just missing, like we grew up from basically from teenagers to 30-something years old guys in between when Blind Channel happened. And the past 4 years, it's been like, I was 27 when Dark Side came out and all of the crazy stuff started to happen. So all suddenly I'm 31 now. And I'm like, where did the years go? So I basically grew up in that period.
Yeah. You lived your best life, but you forgot to live.
Yeah. I just lived in the role of Joel from Blind Channel.
Yeah. In one of your Instagram posts, you were talking about getting rid of your toxic ego.
Yeah.
Is that something you have? You know that you've had that, or is that something that came up like now or something? What is the toxic ego?
I think everyone who is singing or playing in a band and wanting to be a rock star, they have an ego. You have to have it if you want to go on stage and kill it in front of audience. But when it comes to your personal life, it's not a really good thing to have. So I'm just kind of trying to make the difference in between of the role in this band and the role what I am in a normal personal life. And of course I've been a pure asshole in past years in many moments, but I kind of understand when you're 20-something years old and all suddenly you're in the biggest band of Finland and one of the biggest upcoming metal bands of Europe. So it fucks your head up pretty badly.
It goes into your head.
So I have this mercy to myself when I look back, yeah.
You are quite open. You give interviews and you write about stuff in social media. Do you think at some point Blind Channel is going to be so big that you have to start considering what you can say?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like I haven't learned that when I talk about something, like for example, I've been talking about that. I don't believe in relationships, like in between of two persons. I've been saying that like past 2 years ago. So now I feel like, of course, I believe in that. It can happen, but I was in this like dizziness all the time. So I couldn't handle myself, and that's why I felt like I should just shut up at some point. So yeah, of course, in the future, I'm gonna look back on this interview and feel like, why did I talk about this? But yeah, no regrets. Just yeah.
Have you felt some downsides of being so open?
Of course, there's a lot of headlines in Finnish media, but obviously. Luckily, I haven't done anything bad. Like I haven't done anything really bad to anyone, or I haven't been doing any drugs or anything like that. So I've been out of that. Luckily,
growing as a band so fast, has your relationship with music changed somehow?
Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to find again the spark that I had when I was a teenager. Like just grab the guitar, have a great riff to jam on, just build a song, compose the song, have the chords and the melodies and have the kicks out of that. Now from that, when you look at the Spotify for artists and holy shit, 100K, 200K, like that's the ego stuff. I just want to get rid of that. Like, of course, if you make a great song and you perform it well, it's going to do well. And if it doesn't, just do another one. That's what I felt.
Yeah, okay. About that, you recently did a Sentence cover.
Yeah.
And you actually did that quite by yourself.
Yeah, everything. Like the video was, I had my friend Joona, who's been doing a lot of stuff for Blind Channel past years. But yeah, the audio track, the version, of course, the song is made by Miika Tenkola and Sami Lopakka. And
was that like impulsive one-time thing, or is there potential you might do other covers? I did
the Frozen back in 2 years ago, the Madonna's Frozen. That was like a similar kind of one shot what I did. I felt like people were asking a lot that, when do you do another one? And I was like, maybe I should do something. But I knew that the song has to come to my mind like in this flow. Like I can't think too much. And now when this November happened and things were a bit hard in my head, so I was like, one like day off, I was in my hotel room and I was flying to Oulu. So I was like, okay, I need to do something. I grabbed my new laptop. I was like starting to jam the chords and then I just realized that, holy shit, this is gonna be a cover of No One There. And then I just sent the demo to Joona, and he was like, I'm gonna send this to Sami, which is the guitarist of Sentenset. And Sami was like, thumbs up, and I was like, okay, now it's go. And then I just recorded the version, and we filmed the video.
Okay, what kind of feedback have you got?
A lot of good and a lot of bad. I feel like the Finnish metalheads hate me for this, and I understand it because Sentenset is such an holy.
It's holy.
It's holy band, and it's so legendary Finnish metal band. But I want to say that I grew up listening to Sentenset. I'm from Oulu, so we're from the same town. Yeah. Of course, they're from Muhos, I know that, but basically they're from Oulu. Like that's what people feel when they think about Sentenset. So I feel like I had a permission to do that as an Oulu-based international metal musician. And of course I understand that the older metalheads feels like, what is this boy band boy doing with the Sentenset classic? But I was like, this is my reimagined version. And this is how I saw the song in my head. So just, I hope that the original track finds new listeners out of that. And that's what we were talking with Vesa, the drummer of Sentenset. And he was like, thank you for doing this. Like, it's a lot of promotion. I was like, no problem. I love it. I love the song, and I really love to like push Sentenset in my socials. It means a lot to me.
Are you inspired to do any other songs yet, or is it like you're just waiting if some other idea comes up and you just feel like doing that? Not.
There's a lot of like, I've been asked to many TV things to do, like sing, and a lot of TV productions have been asking me to do. I don't want to name drop anything, but there's a lot of like people are asking all the time, would you come here and do this and do this? But I feel like it needs to come like in this, like I said, I need to have this flow mode all the time.
A
mindset that, and it just drops somewhere. Yeah. Now you need to do this. And so I can't plan anything when it comes to my solo stuff. And it's only like when I feel like it, I'm gonna do it. That's the only way.
So you're starting the break very soon, and it's been since when you told that this is going to happen. You must have had some time to think about it now. So do you have some plans? Do you know what you're going to do during the break?
You mean band-wise or personally?
Both.
I think band-wise, we need to calm down, recover, maybe start to write new songs at some point. And personally, like I said before, I have a lot of stuff to do. For example, learning to sleep, eat, get a home, get a mental health back. There's a lot of stuff to do. Yeah. So, yeah.
Have you been talking about the next steps with Blind Channel? Have you talked about the length of the break? When are you coming back? Are you coming back? How are you coming back?
Well, definitely we're coming back at some point, but now we need to just recover and find the spark again. Yeah. And we need to recycle everything, like the Blind Channel. Like we've been saying that Blind Channel before Dark Side and Alex was Blind Channel 1.0. And with Alex it was 2.0. Now we need to find the 3.0. Yeah. So it's always a new version of Blind Channel. Maybe a new member. I have no idea. We didn't know anything. All we know is that it's probably gonna be a bit heavier. That's the only key.
Oh, okay.
The key factor right now. But we don't know how long it's gonna take, when we come back, how we come back. But we just feel like whenever we come back, it's gonna be so massive. We like to compare it to when Bring Me the Horizon did Sempiternal. Like before that, they were of course famous and big band, but they were like part of this big metalcore wave. But when Sempiternal came out, and by the way, they had like I think 1 year break before that from the shows. And when it came out, I felt like this is something new, and I want to have the same reaction out of our new stuff, like as I felt like with Sempiternal back in the day.
So we could maybe say that if we hear nothing from the band, it means they are coming back with something big.
Yeah, of course it's gonna be big. Yeah, that's the aim. Yeah.
So the silence is going to be good.
Yeah, of course.
If we can say that. You must also have been thinking about the long-term future, your dreams and stuff. And you also have another project. You're doing like something with Radio Rock and all this stuff. So have you been thinking what will you be when you grow up?
Of course, there's a lot of like I've been asked to do many things, of course, but I feel like right now I have to say no to everything except like, of course, Radio Rock is my home, my second home. I love them. I love the people there. I love Sami. I love doing that. It's therapy for me. But like to everything else, I really need to think about it because I've been this close to burnout and it's happening right now. So before I get the heart attack in front of the audience, I need to really build myself again.
Yeah, but that's a grown-up talk. Like you can actually say no to stuff.
Yeah, and I'm avoiding like drinking and everything right now. I'm just focusing that I can do the shows, I can do all the interviews, all the work stuff, and then I'm just basically in a sauna or sleeping, trying to sleep and trying to eat, just recovering alone.
Okay, so living in the moment right now.
Yeah, surviving.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I hope you get everything, figured out during the break, and
thanks.
I hope the Blind Channel will come back
We will.
better as ever. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.